Hey, what's up guys, Joshua's Boosters here and welcome back to another One Piece video. So, since Bandai announced they will be doing a new implementation of the ban list this August, which is in a few weeks, I thought it would be fun to do a little ban list prediction because, I mean, that's always fun and it's not really gonna be a... Well, it is gonna be a prediction, but I will also talk about what I think should happen, I suppose, because I do think we are kind of due a ban list. This format, my opinion, not the most fun format we've had in recent times. So yeah, really looking forward to the ban list, and there's a lot of people who have a lot of takes about some cards. So as you see, I put basically just the cards that people have been talking about, and then like some cards that are on the ban list that I think are worth talking about. The cards that are not like on here, I don't really feel like have a chance of coming back or shouldn't come back, or are Raigo. So yeah, let's just get into it. And the first card we have here is the Snake Man leader. Yeah, absolutely ridiculous leader. I did like an entire video actually talking about why this card is so broken, game design wise, compared to basically every other leader. And personally, I feel like this card should be banned. So the reason is just this card just gatekeeps a lot of decks. Like basically every slower control deck just gets gatekept out of the game just by this card existing, which I don't think is a good thing. And it has been doing like insane results. It didn't really win a regional in Europe, I think, but it did. I think it did consistently have like the most or like the second most top spots. And it has been doing like crazy in the East. Yeah, very broken card. I think it should be banned. But the thing is, they're probably gonna do like either ban the leader or ban Big Mom. And for all I care, to be honest, they can ban both these cards. I really think the 9-cost Big Mom, while it's not that powerful, I really think the fact that this is a purple card that heals, that's not like leader restricted. We also have the 8-cost Crocodile, but that's like restricted to Baroque Works leader, so I think that one's kind of fine, but this one kind of isn't. There's just like a lot of balancing that goes into all the different color combinations and like what every color means to do, and I really think that when you have a card like this that's in purple, which is a color that's, you know, aimed to ramp, so get to a high cost very fast, it just shouldn't have the healing capability. And especially just like these two cards together, like the Luffy leader along with this Lin Lin, it's just kind of ridiculous. And I do think the 9-cost Big Mom, even if it doesn't get banned now, it will probably get banned at some point, just because it is in this purple color, which it shouldn't be, I think. So what I think they will do is, I feel like they will not ban the leader, even though they have shown to be willing to ban leaders, right? They have banned Whitebeard, Sakazuki, RP Lol, so they are willing to do it. But I feel like they probably will ban Big Mom. But honestly, either way, I'm fine as long as they like hit something about this deck. And then let's just also do Gum Gum Giant, right? I think that this card should be banned as well. Honestly, like, I feel I guess the three top decks in form right now are like UP Luffy, Snake Man, Green Purple Luffy, and Bellow Betty. And I really think the only reason Bellow Betty is really shining in this form is because it has like a good matchup into both those decks. Because we saw like with the same support basically in the past form, Bellow Betty didn't really perform that well. So it's not like in a vacuum Bellow Betty is a very broken deck or anything. And that's also why I didn't put any of the cards on this list, by the way. Because people have been talking like Ivankov ban, Karasu ban. Personally, I don't really see it. Like maybe with the Sabo dropping an OP13, the Karasu could be considered too good. Maybe I'm not sure. I personally don't see them hitting anything about the Bellow Betty deck. I also think it's not that necessarily, even though it is a very strong deck. Obviously, like if they hit something, probably Karasu, I think. But I'm not sure. I think they won't touch Bellow Betty. But if they do, I won't mind, to be honest. I don't think that's a super fun deck either. But yeah. Anyway, Gum Gum Giant. I talked about it in my last Banlist video, and I think at that point I wasn't really sure what they would do with this card, but I really feel they should ban this card, and I feel they will go the way like ban Big Mom, ban Giants, and just leave the leader like that. I really hope they do, but because I really do think Gum Gum Giant isn't fun game design either. I also did like an entire video on that recently, which you can check it out. I'll post like a link somewhere up there, so you can check it out, where I go really like in depth about what makes this card so broken, because it is broken, right? You shouldn't be able to counter like a 8k swing into your 5k leader for literally free. Like that shouldn't happen. Like lose no resources at all. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, but you know, if they ban like both these cards, then it's not necessarily to ban the leader, right? So big copium, but I hope these cards they will get banned, and I'm sure like they will hit one of those 3 cards that are up on the tier list right now, and I hope it's gonna be like this. And then Annie's Lobby, I just want to kind of bring it up. I really feel like Luchi's in a horrible spot, even though people are still calling for like a Luchi ban. I personally don't see it. I put Annie's Lobby here because honestly I feel like it could probably come back. Very hot take and probably like bias as well, but I think Annie's Lobby could be unbanned, but I do think that's copium and that it will just stay where it is. Then the Luchi leader, people, you know what? It says DT, but let's say just stay where it is. Then the Luchi leader, people have been talking about this card as well to get banned, and I do understand this because for like a very long time, black removal as like an archetype or a playstyle or whatever has been very oppressive, and it, at times is definitely not fun, especially like if Luffy, if Luchi is a very good deck, and you know, it easily hits all the thresholds and stuff like that, like it did in past formats. It's very unfun to play against and very oppressive as well. I mean, Luchi also gatekeeps a lot of decks in a way. I don't really think it does it in the same way that Snake Man does, but it definitely does gatekeep some decks as well, even though we are seeing, like, game design wise, Bandai keeps printing more and more cards that just inherently protect your card, so that every deck basically already has some kind of counter plan against Luchi. They have like the yellow Badgie, green Tashigi, Kobe has like inbuilt protection, Buggy has the Crocodile Mihawk, Blackbeard is like just an answer to removal black as an archetype. And we really don't see Luchi performing at all in the current format. Like, it tops like here and there, like one spot in Top Cut. I did see it won like a tournament in Asia, but it was like the only Luchi in Top Cut. So it's like, is this ban worthy? I think at some point, honestly, Luchi was ban worthy, and we are really seeing Bandai realizing that these consistent black leaders that also have like inherent reduction, so you hit like all the thresholds easier, they really shouldn't be around or be around in the vein that they are. That being said, I do think Luchi will not be banned. I don't really see a reason for it right now, because Bandai is really already solving the issue of removal black just with like card and game design. Like, if they didn't print all those cards, I think Luchi probably would have been a contender to get banned, but as it stands now, I do not think it's necessary to ban Luchi. Even though I do admit that it does prevent some form of game design going into the future, just like this leader existing and this playstyle existing, essentially. But I do think Luchi will just stay where it is, and it should be. Then we have Tenkos and now here. I think this will be banned because it's a Bandai tradition, right? Just like randomly hit some yellow cards. So yeah, Tenkos and now just getting banned alongside Raigo. We don't want those nasty NL players to have any fun, so I think that will happen. Then Hody Jones, this is like a card people have been talking about to get banned as well, and honestly, I feel the only people that are like talking about Hody getting banned are probably Purple Luffy players, because I really never saw any discussion about this card getting banned. Like, don't get me wrong, I think this card is phenomenal. It's probably the best green card they have ever printed, but it has never been a problem until now. Even now I don't think it is a problem, but people are talking about this card because it does hard counter, of course, the the purple stuff, and if you can go like this unsearchable green card. I mean, it's not unsearchable, there is the Kemi searcher, right? But in most decks this card is played in, and is unsearchable. And it is very, very powerful, and if you get it back to back to back, then that's kind of stupid. But I mean, there's like a ton of cards that have that, right? So I don't think this card will get banned. It shouldn't get banned. But people are talking about it, so I thought I would go over it. And then the last card I want to talk about is Sakazuki. And I said it last time, I'm saying it again. Last time I said if Moria gets banned, then Sakazuki gets unbanned. Didn't happen. But we're going for round 2. I do think Sakazuki will be unbanned. Hot take probably as well, but I personally think it is fine to unban Sakazuki right now. It's not that good into rush decks. We even see Luchi, which has like the same game plan as Sakazuki, really struggling in this format, and I would assume Sakazuki would do the same. So I do think he could come back. I think it would be cool. Last thing I want to mention, because I can also see them doing like this, limiting Gum Gum Giant, which I think would already solve the problem a little bit, because then you really have to consider when are you going to use your Gum Gum Giant. It becomes like impossible to draw into your Gum Gum Giant. So in fact, I'll just put it like this: they're gonna ban 9-cost Big Mom, limit Gum Gum Giant, unban Sakazuki, ban 10-cost NL, and then these cards they will stay where they are. Yeah, let me know what you think. Did I miss any cards? Like I already said, I purposely didn't put any Bello Betty cards on here, because I think they will leave her alone. But yeah, let me know what you think about the upcoming ban list. Are you happy we are getting a ban list? I know I am. What do you think will be on it? Leave a like. Subscribe, of course, if you haven't yet. And if you do, I'll see you in the next one.